my favorite. This is the pecan pie bars. So we're going to make the crust for it first. It's a shortbread crust. So we're going to take our flour. And then we got 3/4 cup of some butter. Let's go ahead and start stirring that in. You can use an electric mixer if you want for this. But honestly, it's so quick and easy. You know, just avoid making any extra mess that you have to clean up. Okay, you'll see where it starts clumping up a little bit there. This is, yeah, I just had regular butter that I just let soften up. So I actually put it in the microwave just a little bit because that will help it to mix a lot quicker and a lot easier. Okay, then once you start getting where it's beating up like that, we'll go ahead and take our pecans. This is where I just mix the rest of it by hand this way. And as you knead it, it'll start incorporating everything together and it'll start sticking together. You don't have to have it to where it's, you know, comes out into a solid clump, because as you put it in the pan, you're going to bake this off to let it go ahead and just slightly rise, and then we'll add the filling to it. So you'll bake it approximately about 18 minutes in a convection oven. Let's see. Go ahead and pour that in there.
Did you add sugar to that?
Actually, no, I did. I'm glad you mentioned that. Ain't the first time I've forgotten an ingredient here. We just won't tell nobody about that, and he can edit it out. So, and I do use the white sugar for this part. There we go. It's almost the texture of a streusel when you're kneading this down, and it beads up some. There we go. Okay. And just pat that down. Okay. Now, of course, from here, you'd want to go ahead and bake it off for about 18 to 20 minutes until it gets a good golden brown color to it. And then we'll go ahead and do the filling. Obviously, I've already pre-cooked this, that's why I'm not baking that off right now. Now, for the filling, you're going to need some dark caramel syrup. The packed brown sugar, and go ahead and mix those two first. Make sure that it's consistent all the way through. And here again, if you want to use the electric mixer, that's fine. Okay. All right, once we've got all the lumps out there, we'll go ahead and add our eggs. switch gloves here right quick. And go ahead and turn that off all the way. Okay. And stir that all the way in. Then we'll add our flour. You want to add the nuts in the very last thing, because if you add the nuts in too early, you're going to have a hard time getting everything to mix in correctly together, get that nice smooth texture. And you'll tell the difference when you bake it off too when that happens, because a lot of it will separate. You can get some sections that will be a little runny. You may even get clumps of brown sugar and stuff that way too. Okay. Go ahead and move that in there. Make sure and get the sides there. Okay, and as you can see, it's starting to get the traditional color to a pecan pie. Okay, now we can add the pecans to it. Let's mix that up really good. And then as you pour it in, just make sure to get, yep. Oh, the vanilla I didn't actually. Go ahead and put the, yeah, there we go. And it is the, there we go. Alrighty, now we can pour it in there. And as you can see, it pretty much will flow out evenly throughout it with very little coaxing. There goes my microphone again. Now when you bake this off, what you're going to look for, you'll start getting that nice golden brown texture on the top, and it'll get a little crispy, get that hard shell. But you want to make sure it's not too soft in the center. It'll spring up some. So when you cut it, make sure the knife's coming out clean. If it's not coming out clean, do like we were saying last time, go ahead and put some aluminum foil over top and let it finish cooking until it's cooked all the way through in the center there. And of course, when it comes out, cut it up into little squares. You want to make sure and let that cool down for at least 2 hours before you try to cut it. You can take powdered sugar to sprinkle over top of it. You can even take a little bit of caramel sauce to drizzle over top of it as well.